So welcome to the Data Explorers Market Update with me, Will Duff Gordon. So we've been out and about this year, and any hedge fund managers I've seen have been somewhat caught out or surprised by the fact that the IBEX, the Spanish index, has been the strongest performer in January compared to most other European indices. And I say surprised because it's not like suddenly Spain is this fantastic economy that is leading the world through, I don't know, refined technology or curing cancer. It's more because Portugal narrowly avoided a bailout. There's quite a lot of short selling in Spain, and so people were covering their short selling, which may have exaggerated the rebound in a year when everything's going up. I mean, I don't really know why the IBEX has performed so well, but the fact is everyone was very short Spain, and for perfectly good reasons. And every now and then, a moment like this comes along where, everyone's fundamentally held views get kind of ruined by, short-term momentum, call it that. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm saying. So it is worth sort of looking at short selling data to try and not be underweight or short a particularly crowded thing. Get out at some point and take profits. You can always go back in again. So we thought we'd look at some US sectors over the last few years to see if there are any kind of long-held views or similarly crowded situations here that could fall foul to some short-term momentum. And the answer is overall short selling is sort of coming down in US sectors. It is sort of halved over time. But the ones with the biggest rise are energy, food and pharma. So kind of energy is a surprising one to see a rise in short selling, relatively speaking, over the 3 years. Maybe there's lots of hedging going on, people kind of counterbalancing their longs in one by shorting another, or maybe there's some particular convertible bonds in issue. But it's also a very big sector, so there could be some small sort of energy companies that are perhaps not so bona fide. Food, I totally understand the food inflation at the moment. You've only got to look at Sara Lee's results recently to know that food inflation is making it very hard to keep your profit margins up if you sell food. One of the most shorted in this area is Supervalu, and if their name implies that they specialise in providing value, that's going to be pretty hard when the price of wheat and corn and soya and sugar and everything is kind of going in one direction, and that is up. We've covered pharmaceutical before. We need pharmaceutical companies as badly as ever with our ageing population. However, Vivus arena, there are certainly some companies who may IPO with a great product pipeline, but then when it comes to testing them out on the real market, and the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration, sort of rejecting their things get a little difficult. So unfortunately, we're seeing an increase in short selling in the pharma sector. Where are people covering shorts over the last 3 years? Well, banks and automobiles, unsurprisingly. Automobiles, and that's kind of been crowned off by GM floating the other day. So there's a bit of a roundup on the sectors. It's very easy to use Bloomberg or to use our Excel toolkit to find out what's really going on in the sectors and do a better job than we've done. And if you'd like to see the report, it is at dataexplorers.com/news.